Good morning, happy Friday everyone. I'm down the plot this morning with a mission to get a few bits and bobs done before the cold snap. So I'm in the UK at the moment and we're due a cold snap in the next couple of weeks, mid-November. So I've actually got a list today that I'm going to work my way through, so I'm a bit more structured and I don't forget everything. So let's get going. So one of my first jobs is having a look at the herbs that I've got growing on the plot. So I've got a Vietnamese coriander plant down here. I think it'll be hardy, but I just don't want to risk it. So what I'm going to do is dig it up, put it in a pot and take it home and give it a bit of warmth through the winter, because I just don't want to risk it dying. Whilst it's at home as well, I'm going to take some cuttings. So apparently if you just cut the stems off, pop them in water, they'll root. So I'm going to have a go at that and see if I can get a few little plants as well. And then in the spring when it warms up, I'll bring it back down and plant it in its spot. So I'm going to crack on with that now. So I've just realised I don't actually have any pots or compost. So what I'm going to do is pop to the free pot area. Well, not free pot area, obviously. It's a free area where people put their unwanted bits and bobs. So we'll have a look, see if we can nab ourselves a free pot, see what we've got. Yay, there's always something in here. There we go. I think I'll take a big one. And maybe a small one, because I don't know how big the... There we go, take a couple of them. I don't know how big the roots are going to be on this, because I've only planted it in July. So I can't imagine it's going to be that bad. Let's head back. And what I'll do is I'll pinch a bit of the compost from one of the beds down there. So there's the little coriander bush. Let's dig him up. So I want to be kind of careful. I don't want to damage the roots. So I'll pull a bit of this wood chip away and see what we're working with here. There's quite a few straggly bits on there as well, so I reckon I can get some other cuttings from these. I'll have some baby plants then, if it all does go wrong at least. I've got a backup. I can feel roots breaking as I work through the soil there. I think it comes to about there. Wow, big old root ball on it. I've got bigger pots at home, so if needs be, I can just take the root ball as is, maybe bag it up. Let's have a look. Get my hands in there. Oh, wowzers. Is it? Or is that just... Oh, hang on. Gently tease it away. Oh, it's stretched out a little bit. Not as big as I thought initially. Let's have a look. Probably pulling up couch grass or something. Let's have a look. See what we've got here. There we go. That's not too bad. Wormies. Oh, there's a few snapped off, which should be okay. I'll pot it into this one, this size I think, and look after it at home during the winter. So I've got 3 pots of mint as well, which is looking a bit worse for wear. I think this one needs a drink. But they're going yellow as well, so I might take them home. Don't really know much about mint. Let me show you. So we've got this mint here, which is orange mint. Now it's all going yellow and dying, so I'm hoping it dies back for the winter time. This one definitely needs a drink because it's like the leaves are all droopy and it feels dry as a bone. Oopsie. And this one's dry as a bone as well. So what I'll do is I'll give them a drink of water, and then I'm going to take these home as well and just give them a bit more care over the winter months. It's a bit more difficult to take care of pots if you can only come down once a week. So I'll take these home with me and just look after them. Give him a little drink. Sorry, Pots. Totally forgot about you. Oopsie. I'll give him a drink now, let it soak in, then give him another little drink in a sec. There you go. You've had a whole can. It's just going straight through you. Right, on to the next job. Right, next on my list is my cola plant. It's only a baby at the moment. They can grow up to 1.5 meters. This was only put in July this year, so it hasn't even had a full year yet. You can get seeds and stuff to grow it, but it's easy to take cuttings. You just cut the stems down 10-15 centimetres and then propagate it from there. They are hardy down to minus 34 degrees Celsius, I believe, or around there. Zone 4 to 9. In the UK, we're zone 8, so it should be hardy for the winter. Although it does recommend to mulch around the root area there, so that's what I'm going to do today, and then it should be fine for winter. Alright, I'm just going to use my hands, I think. Get a nice thick layer underneath there. Right up against it. I'm hoping it doesn't rot or do any damage to it, but see. There we go. That's a nice thick layer, so there's probably about 2 inches all the way around there. That should protect the root from any frost. I'm going to put a bit in this area where I dug out my Vietnamese coriander as well. Cover the hole up. There we go. Right, that's job number 2 done. Right, next job, I'm going to tie these peas in because they're drooping over a little bit. I'm not expecting anything from them at all because they are a bit tall and it's just completely the wrong time of year for peas to set or anything. So it's like my little experiment this year. I was going to eat them for shoots, but we're going to have a play with them instead. So what I'll do is I'll tie them in, and because we are due some frost, I'm going to wrap them in a bit of fleece and see if they're okay. These are Meteor variety, so they're first early, not first early, but you know what I mean. And so they're pretty hardy anyway. So let's see if we can get them growing through the winter. All right, excuse me while I untie my mess of string. God, I really need to sort this out. A little bit more. Okay, that should do. Snip. There we go. So you literally just wrap it round your branch, your twig, these things, sticks on either side, and then tie it in. Scoop them up as you go, and then you'd carry on and do it the next layer and the next layer. You can also shimmy these up and down as well. If you do them individually, you know, and you don't need support at the bottom anymore, you can undo it and move it up or slide it up or whatever as they grow. I'll just tie these in for now. Like that. There we go. Lovely. I'm going to pop a bit of this fleece just around these peas as well and secure it in place, just to give them a bit of extra warmth. Just wrap it round and just tie a knot in it. It shouldn't blow off. There we go. Let's see if those can survive this upcoming cold snap. Fingers crossed. So this is the pumpkin patch that I cleared last week. It's still looking good. The cardboard's still in place as well, which I'm happy about. We've not really had a lot of wind, to be fair, so we'll see if it stands the test of time as it picks up and winter really kicks in. Some of the roots are still exposed as well, so these pieces here, I don't think worms will take them down, so I really want to get them covered. So I'm going to pop some mulch over and wood chips and just see if the worms take it down in there. What the hell is that? What the hell? Oh my god, what the hell is that? Ugh. It's a dead rat. Ugh, God. Someone's had that. Nasty. I put it on the compost bin or what? Oh, shall I bury it? God, sorry mate. Someone's had you. So all I'm going to do with these root nodules is just cover them over with a layer of couple of scoops of wood chips. Oops. There we go, there's one there. One there. And hopefully the worms will come up and take it down more so than it just being completely exposed. Ideally, I would prefer to just cover it in compost, but there's no compost on site and wood chips are free, so there we go. We'll see if my evil plan works. There we go. One more, is there? Do you know, with this rat here, I'd love to know how it got there and what happened to it. Do you reckon it was a cat? Or a wild animal? Or the beast of the plot? Who knows? I need a wildlife camera. That's what I need. I'm going to put some of these wood chips on those runner bean roots as well. There we go. There's quite a few of them. That's it, that'll do. And the rat I'm going to just bury under the surface because I don't really want to touch it. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but it's nature, innit? I'll put a thing of that on it, a bit of wood chip on it as well. There we go. You watch me dig it up in spring now. No, because it's no dig. That's all right. I'm all right. All right, let's get the next job done. Right, my next job, I'm going to take the netting off the onions because they're all sprouting. They've all rooted by the looks of them, apart from the odd one, but I think that'll be okay now. So I'll take the netting off, and I'm going to take the netting off the garlic as well. I think there's garlic and shallots under that one over there. So I'm going to take that off. Let's see what we've got. Take the netting off as well because they don't like having weeds around them, so you need to make sure you keep on top of the weeds. I can already see some of the little weeds coming up. So this is a brand new no dig bed with a really scrimpy layer of compost on, so I'm bound to get a few coming up. But that's okay, I can cope with a couple of weeds. Keeps it interesting, doesn't it? There we go. Get rid of that. Let's give it a little hoe. Knock all these little weeds down. The onion's looking great. I'll have to do in between the onions by hand so I don't knock them or damage them with the hoe, because I'm clumsy like that. And it also helps straighten them up as well without the net pushing them back down. That should be fine. The soil is very green. Oh, a mole hole. I put some sulphur on these onions. I'm wondering if that's what's making the soil green, or if it's the fact that the netting's been on and there's a bit of shade, damp, shady, you know, so it's a bit mossy algae or whatever. Definitely loads of moles over this side. Are moles good or bad? I don't know. As long as they don't eat my stuff. I love to hoe. Ho, ho, ho. And it's a good way of getting into the middle of the bed as well, rather than walking all over it. I think you can walk on the no-dig bed, so it's not too much of a problem, but I'll try and avoid it if I can. That's it, there's no weeds there now. Beautiful. So there's just a couple of little hand bits to pull out over there. Take these weeds off. I don't think they'd amount to much anyway, would they? The cold weather. Well, they probably would. They're hardy, aren't they, weeds? Some weeds are. There's a couple that I haven't shooted yet. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4? That's not too bad. 4, yep, 4. 5. It's okay. There's still time. Let's have a look under this netting now. This is a bit more shady as well, so it'll be good to get it off and get the garlic a bit more sunlight on it. And with the frost that we've got coming as well, we don't want the garlic protected. Oh my God, how many weeds? This is bad. I'm going to pick all them out, I think, because they've had protection and warmth under that netting probably. Can you see the weeds? I don't know if the camera will pick it up. Come with me, look at all these weeds. Mad. Under the protection. See, that side is clear. That side, poof. So I'll get all them out. Garlic doesn't look like it's doing very much. There's a couple that have got shoots on. 1, 2, 3, 4 with shoots on. So I'm hoping now with the cover off, a bit more light will get to them. I reckon they've rooted, so that's the main thing. Shouldn't be pulled out then. Right, let's get this weeding done. So the one on the right, nearest to me here, is a blackcurrant bush, and the one in the distance over there is a redcurrant bush. If you come to your plot in this kind of time and you're not sure which is which, what you need to do is rub the blackcurrant branches and sniff your fingers, and if they smell a bit blackcurranty and have that aroma, then that's a blackcurrant bush. If there's no aroma at all, then it's either a redcurrant or a whitecurrant bush. So the blackcurrant bush you prune differently to the redcurrant bush and the whitecurrant bush, and the red and white get pruned the same. So that's a good way to tell the difference on how you're going to prune it. Blackcurrant bushes fruit on new wood, so you can be a bit harsher with cutting it back, cutting it down. And the redcurrant and the whitecurrant bushes, they fruit on old wood. So you don't want to be as severe. You need to cut it maybe a third back, and cut any diseased crossing branches where they're rubbing together. And you know they're in a dormant phase when they've lost all their leaves, so you can start cutting back the blackcurrant bushes then, and the redcurrant bushes. It's usually around autumn to mid-winter. So you can tell the difference between new wood and old wood, because the new wood is a lighter colour, probably got a few buds on there, and the older wood is a darker colour and goes thicker as you get closer to the bottom. See how dark it is down there. So there we go. Like I say, I'm not a pro, but I've been really harsh on the blackcurrant, and I've been more gentle on the redcurrant. So we'll see what berries we get in spring. So another job I want to get done now is get all my carrots out, because I think frost will kill them. I'm not sure. I've never had carrots in this late before, because I've never bothered to sow them halfway through the year. So I'm going to pull them all up now. 1, because I'm scared the slugs are going to eat them before I do. 2, because I want to see if I've got carrot fly. And 3, because I'm scared of the frost getting them as well. So let's get on with it. The weeds under here, I tell you. pretty bad. Let's get them weeds up as well, I think. Right, let's go. See what we're working with. I'm excited and scared. Ooh, 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 ooh. Push down, pull up. Oh, okay. Yep, slugs are started. Little buggers. Little nubbins. Yay! This was Shantony Redcore, I think, was it? Or was it Nantes Early? I can't remember. Oh, lovely. Hey, these are cracking. Yeah, slugs are on the way. Get me carrots up. I don't want them to have all of them. Ah, them two are cuddling. Cute. You can eat the carrot tops as well. Chuck them in a soup or something. Obviously there is loads here. I probably won't eat all of them, but I'll definitely eat some. Oh, that one's had a right good old nibble on it. In the bucket of doom. And you know I'm going to have to eat some. Oh yeah. No carrot fly so far. They're all very small though, but that's okay. I can take small over non-existent. Oh, look at them. They're beauty. I'm going to eat a little one. Excuse me. Excuse the mud, everybody. That's got to be one of my favourite to grow. Am I munching down the mic? Yum. Oh, carrot and coriander soup. Beautiful. Let's get this weeded. I think what I'll do is weigh it down with chip, and then in the spring, when we have a delivery of the compost, I'll put a layer of compost over it. This will hold it for now. There we go, carrots done. So I'm pretty much done now. I've ticked everything off on my list, which I'm actually really surprised. Normally I'll come down here and I am just spend half my time mooching around, so it's good to have a bit of structure actually. I think I'm going to do a list from now on, especially, well, it's important jobs for autumn and winter and stuff like that, and I'll probably need a list in spring, to be fair. So yeah, that's it from me. I've got all the bits and bobs done. I hope you do too. Have a great weekend and I'll catch you next week. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, bye.